Then I start that thorough. Hmm. That's right. Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak. I'd like to welcome everybody to a Monday evening episode of the Southern Nerd Show. I am yours truly, Ishmael, the Southern Nerd. I'd like to thank everybody for your patience. Things has been running kind of crazy on my end. Sometimes I don't know if I'm going or coming or going, but guess what? I'm still here. And we still gonna do it the way that it's supposed to be done. Now, a lot has been going on lately. The officer was convicted for the killing of George Floyd. There has been more killings. But there is something that I want to touch on tonight. It's actually two issues that I've got to touch on tonight. Both of them have been weighing on me some seriously. So I need for y'all to just hang in here. And I'm going to give you an idea of what we're going to talk about. One of the issues is dealing with autism. It is a serious issue, and I don't think a lot of people really understand it. So we're going to touch on that briefly. And then we're going to touch on another criminal, let me see, how can I put this? There's another scenario that is playing out here in the state of Alabama that I want to bring to everyone's attention. Because, see, we have been focusing our attention on the trial, on the Floyd's murder trial. We have been focusing our attention on the other killings that's been taking place all over. But there's something that has been going on here. And I'm going to turn this music on because I want y'all to hear this clearly. Okay, now. In January 2020, in Lee County, Auburn, Alabama, this young white guy, Justin Taylor, was indicted for manslaughter. And I don't know if you all are aware of the case where this young teenager, drunk driving, hit the vehicle that was being driven by Mr. Rod Brumberg and his wife Paula. They were the voice of the Auburn Tigers, where he was. And this young kid was intoxicated. They arrested him. He go to jail. He make bond. He get out and was involved in another incident involving alcohol or drugs. Now, I know that whoever he is, his folks has got to have a lot of money. But then again, they may not. But let me show you what just recently happened in that case. He was recently granted what is called the Youthful Offender Act in the state of Alabama. And Under the Youthful Offender Act in the state of Alabama, he would come to prison, maybe, and do maybe 3 years. But he would get out, do his little probation or whatever, and his record is gone. That means that he'll still get to vote. He'll still get to protect himself because he'll still get to bear a firearm. He can even run for office. He can do all these things because he will lose no rights, but he killed 2 people. He killed 2 people. After he killed 2 people, he got in more trouble. But they granted him youthful offender to protect his rights, to make sure that whatever goes on in the future with this corporation called the United States of America, they want to make sure that he can at least vote and protect himself. But yet and still, some of us people of color have done far less, and they have stripped us of all those rights. We can't vote. We can never bear a firearm because they say once you're a convicted felon, that you can't bear a firearm. But here's someone that has committed 2 felonies, 2 murders. And once he come down and do his little time, he'll still have his rights. But see, this law was designed just for this purpose. Yeah, some of us have benefited from it. They had to let some of us get it. But while we are focusing on a lot of other things, these are some of the things that these small counties, some of these southern states, these are some of the things that they are still doing. They're slaughtering us when we go to the courtrooms. They're taking away all rights when we go to the courtroom, but they're still preserving the rights for those that look like them. Y'all need to pay attention. Start looking out. Get outside that box. Don't just stand in the door and look across the street. Get in the window sometime. Look out. Research. See what's going on. If they can keep us occupied with the trial, they ain't got to worry about us focusing on nothing else. People pay attention. This is Southern Nerd. I'll be right back.